Hello everybody, my name is Bhagyesh Ritesh Kotharkar. I study in standard 9th A of KK Secondary School and Junior College, Saraswati Nagar. My project is guided by Manisha Patotkar ma'am. My topic for the project is demonstration of experiments in basic science, and in that I am going to demonstrate the experiments in electrolysis. First, we will see what is meant by electrolysis. If we immerse two naked wires in a solution of ionic compound and water, and then we connect the two naked wires to the two terminals of battery, and then we keep a switch and a bulb, and then we close the switch, then the current flows through the solution, and this is known as electrolysis. So the aim of my project is to study the electrolysis. Now we will see the apparatus or the material. So we require a container, a lid with two holes in it, a battery, a switch, a bulb, and two graphite rods. These are the graphite rods from a simple cell that we use to control our TV remote, and I have also connected all of these in a circuit so that it does not take up time. Now we require some chemicals such as salt and water. Now we will start with the procedure. So now let us start with the procedure. First, we have to make a saturated salt solution. That is, we have to keep dissolving salt in water so until the water does not dissolve more salt. Now we have to put it in our container. Now we have to close the lid. Now we have to immerse the two electrodes. First, we will see some important concepts related to the electrolysis. So these two are the carbon graphite rods that are immersed in the solution. These two are called the electrodes. This one is connected to the positive terminal of battery and it is known as anode. This one is connected to negative terminal of battery and it is known as cathode. So an ionic compound has two parts, a cation and an anion. So let us take an example of our common salt, sodium chloride. So the cation, that is the positive ion, is sodium and the anion, negative ion, is chlorine. The sodium contains a charge of +1 and chlorine contains charge -1. Sodium is known as the cation and chlorine is anion. Now we have, let's get back to the procedure. We have already put the salt solution in our container, we have put the lid and we have immersed the electrodes. Now we will turn on the switch. As you can see, as soon as we turn on the switch, the LED has started glowing. Now we will see why. So now we will see why did the bulb glow. So we already know that the opposite ions of an ionic compound exist freely in the water. This is because in the solid state the opposite charges are sitting close by, but when this form a solution with water, the water penetrates through the bond and hence they exist freely. So now in our solution they exist freely, and when the switch is turned on and the two opposite charges are created at the two electrodes, then the chlorine it has a negative charge and hence it moves towards the anode, and sodium having a positive charge it moves towards the cathode. And in this way the chlorine loses its electrons at the anode and hence it sends the electron to the circuit, and here the sodium gains electrons at the cathode and hence it gains electrons from the negative terminal, and in this way the circuit gets completed in the solution and hence the bulb glows. We have studied why did the bulb glow with the help of this diagram, and now we will move towards the observations. So our first observation that was made was that the bulb glows as soon as the switch is closed. But we have another observation, that is at the two electrodes the bubbles have started forming. So we will see why are the bubbles forming. So we have already seen that the chlorine moves towards the anode, and the sodium moves towards the cathode. So the bubbles that are forming at the anode are of the chlorine gas, and the bubbles that are forming at the cathode are of hydrogen gas. So, but the sodium has moved towards the cathode. So why did the hydrogen gas form at the cathode? We will see that with our diagram. So the chlorine moves towards the anode and becomes the chlorine gas. There are the bubbles formed at the anode, but the sodium metal, that is the sodium ion, moves towards the cathode. There it reacts with the water to form sodium hydroxide, a base, and hydrogen gas. And that hydrogen gas is the gas at the cathode. This was the electrolysis of the sodium chloride. It is very useful in formation of the chlorine gas, and also the hydrogen gas. Also, the a base sodium hydroxide is formed in the solution. It has many industrial uses including making the washing soda as well as the baking soda. So this was the process of the electrolysis. It has many uses such as the extraction and refining of metals, also electroplating, anodizing, etc. Thank you.